fire and air. Everybody, we've done it. Trex and I are doing our review of Season 2 of the live action The Last Airbender. Thank you, Netflix, for doing this. And this season was twisting and turning. Everything about Season 2, it was just different all around. Yeah. Well, especially since they addressed the whole thing with our live action Aang being getting like a growth spurt and everything. Yeah. I guess he was amazing. Well, the actors, they're all amazing. Yeah. Especially since with Azula having her blue flames. Yeah. Yep. She's going to be even tougher to beat. Yeah. And we see that Katara was training Aang in the ways of waterbending. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was even funny in the first episode of Season 2 where they were rescuing some refugees from some Fire Nation soldiers who were the refugees who were escaping Omashu. Yeah. Aang tried to water whip a Fire Nation soldier. Didn't quite work out the first time. And Katara was like, no, like this when you whip. Oh. And he got it the second time. Yeah. And then thanks to them, Aang, Katara, Sokka, and the Kyoshi warriors, led by Suki, we were able to rescue the refugees from Omashu right after Azula took it over. And, well, Aang tried to rescue Bumi, but Bumi didn't want to be rescued. Aang needed an earthbending teacher. Bumi wasn't it. Because Bumi told Aang that he needs to master the neutral Jing. Yeah, 3 kinds of Jing. Well, there's positive and negative Jing. And the neutral Jing. Yeah, the positive is where they attack, and go forward into battle. Negative is you block and defend or retreat. Neutral Jing is waiting and listening. And who better than tell them to teach Aang that than Toph Beifong. I gotta say that the actress they got for our live action Toph, she was phenomenal. There was a lot more drama between her and her family that they never really did in the animated series. Yeah. They never really addressed any of that in the animated version. Yeah. And, well, she really didn't have like a really good thing with her parents. Yeah, even her own mother. I gotta say, she was like, just wants to keep her. She just treats Toph as like some kind of porcelain doll. She would break so easily. Or a flower. Toph is none of those things. And they switched around the whole book 2 thing. Whew. It was like Serpent's Pass. First episode. Yeah. Without Toph And with Appa with them. Yeah. And Katara being the painted lady when they were in Ba Sing Se. I never thought we'd see Katara pull off that look in season 2 until, like, she did that in season 3. Yeah. And Long Fang, still the manipulative, conniving snake he is. And Professor Zhang, the one who helped them with the spirit library and everything, with the Day of the Black Sun and everything, who wanted to, he ratted them out to that owl spirit. Yeah, and look what that got him. Spirit owl food. Yeah. And Zuko, he was dealing more with the inner turmoil. His inner turmoil more in the live action than he ever did in the animated version. Uncle Iroh trying to help him find the good inside of him, and we finally get to see what happened with, Zuko and Azula's mother. She was taken, never seen again. The swords that Zuko has, they were a gift from his own mother. I never really knew that. Wow, that was an extremely awesome detail. And when they were in the library entrance they went through was through a spirit scar to go through the spirit world. And they also had the help from Jet, which I thought was, like, really, really interesting. Yeah. He just went from freedom fighter just this. But now he wanted to help them. Everything about this season 2 was incredible. Everything. Meeting Toph the first time in this version, it was like incredible. It's like completely different from it is in the animated version. I mean, he didn't even master Aang didn't even go into earthbending training until like a few episodes later. He was still struggling. It was like gradually. It was not like how it was in one episode, how he just did earthbending. And yeah. And let's not forget about Toph's mother had her poisoned her and put her into a metal box. That was the last straw. Yep. And that was a big mistake. And now Toph invented metal bending. The greatest earthbender in the world. Don't you dunderheads ever forget it. Yeah, this whole thing is just like incredible. And Azula, woo, really mucho muy loco en la cabeza. She is really getting into her psycho, fiery self. Being all psycho and everything. And, well, we know that they were able to learn about the Day of the Black Sun, and in the final episode, Azula lightning blasted Aang, and losing his connection to his past reincarnations, and Katara was able to heal him. And even she was able to help, well, previously in the first episode, she was even able to help Aang learn how to heal.
Yeah, they never covered that in the animated series.
Yeah. It was just, and Azula, like, being all, she would never be hesitant to, like kill Zuko, but yeah, after a little bit of a dragon story she learned, she heard when she was a kid, and well, she is really going into the psycho sister phase.
Yeah, we really don't like a psycho sister.
Nobody wants a psycho sibling. Well, everything about the live action Avatar is incredible. The CGI on the bending is incredible. The story is a lot more dramatic and incredible. Writing, everything of what Netflix has done to make this version of Avatar incredible, just as incredible as the animated version. It is incredible, phenomenal, amazing. So I cannot wait to see how long we have to wait for season 3. I just hope we get there. I hope we see the 3rd season soon, like maybe next year, at like the start of next year.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So that's gonna be it for our review of season 2 of live action Avatar: The Last Airbender. So don't forget to like our videos, comment what you think, share with your friends, and if you're new to the channel,
please subscribe right away.
This is Career Creature
and Trunks
telling you have an awesome day. And bye, everybody.